And I end up pushing into the Zerg bases here. Now I do split up a couple of my units here. Partially do as much damage as quickly as possible. I know for the most part that my teammate is getting destroyed over here. So I want to spend some of my units over here to destroy this expansion. At the same time, I want to spend the rest of my units to destroy the main expansion. It's kind of ballsy. It's really not advised for the most part. But it actually delayed this army from getting in and attacking me for a little bit. At the same time, this particular Zealot and this Colossus are roasting all these guys, and this gets taken out over here. Now, I do have this one more Colossus. He was rallied up to my other one, but unfortunately, he's definitely going to be taken out. Bad time for him to spawn. I do, of course, have some Immortals here that counter the Stalkers very well, and, of course, my Colossus and Charge Lots. Did completely destroy the main of this one player and took out all the Harvesters at the same time as this player. But unfortunately, it looks like Bywing did a good job with his Nidus network. He brought it back over here so that he can assist in helping his teammates. I definitely want to pull back a little bit because I don't want to engage those that amount of Hydralisks that easily, because I'll definitely end up losing a lot of units that I don't need to. Now I have a better attack position right here. It looks like he is going to be rallying more Hydralisks in here. He's going to try to focus down my Colossus, so that allows the rest of my units to do a lot of attacks. And then I take my Colossus down here, do some work down at the bottom. At the same time, then I bring it back up top to do some work up there because I know I'm outmatched down at the bottom. I do have the two Colossus here, warping more Zealots up here at the top. So for the most part, this is the Alamo. If I can hold this, we win. If I lose this, we lose. And if anyone knows from history, the Alamo was lost, but I'm trying to prevent that from happening now. I do have enough Colossus right here. Keep rallying more and more Colossus over here. Keep the production facilities up. Attacking up defense or 2-2. So I'm better against everybody else for the most part. Warping even more units here, more charge lots. He's got a much harder army. This is 3 armies against my 1. So I'm trying to hold it down as much as I can. I do saw he was blinking back a little bit, so I'm going to end up pushing the charge as well. He's got 1-1 on the attack and shield upgrade. But I don't want to overcommit. I don't want to keep pushing to here and possibly them reinforcing and attacking. I want to keep them contained. At the same time, I want to continue to build more and more Colossi so that I can keep pushing out. Every time I build a Colossus, I'll push out a little bit more and a little bit more. I do have some sentries here. I'll try to block off a couple of the units. He does end up getting a blink back because of that, so I'm going to, of course, back out as well. Now, it looks like this Zerg player is possibly doing a counterattack to someone else. But what are my teammates doing, guys? I'm here by myself, spending all my resources. APM currently at the moment 74, but it's been spiking up a little bit higher. I do have 3 Colossi at this point, so I'm trying to just contain as much as possible. This Zerg player, for some reason, sends some Zerglings over. I don't know. That's all he has. He might as well just build attacking units. Now, I built a lot of these sentries. I had a lot of extra gas. Saw he did blink at that point. So I'm going to try and get some force fields here. I force filled all the Stalkers and, more importantly, these Infestors. And that was finally a time for a turnaround for me. And I was able to attack that. And, of course, he lost his Zerglings for no reason. So the force fields kept me into it at that point. And I'm going to end up pushing in and get one more time here. Still have the charge. Have 3 Colossi now at this point. I'm trying to regroup my units together. And I'm going to end up pushing in and trying to do some attack now. The force fields here don't do anything really for me. Until he decides to blink over top of them, so I decide to re-engage. Since he's not going to have blink at this immediate moment, I'm going to re-engage and completely destroy what's left of his Stalker army. Now again, I am going to be pulling back out a little bit more just because of the amount of attacking units here. Same time, keep building units, guys. Constantly build units. Now I have a good concave right here. He's in a bad position from the positioning of his Hydralisk. But like again, for the most part, I'm just whittling them down. Try to keep them at bay until I'm able to have so much Colossi that I'm able to just roast them the entire time. 168 supply compared to everybody. My single supply is better than the entire other team. Looks like 40 is finally trying to measure up a little bit of a force here. Trying to take the high yield expansion here. And at this point, I'm like, okay, now I have enough Colossi. I'm going to completely finish off this Zerg player. Because I was being attacked by 3 people at one time. So that was kind of tough. It looks like in play is good GG. It looks like everybody's good GG for that matter. And Bywing says Teal sucks. I don't know if I completely agree with that. He got rushed off the start and was always on the back foot for the most part. I think he did what he could, but going up against me, Big Daddy Sid. No, I'm just kidding. I was able to counter at the right time when his units were out there, so I was able to destroy what I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this map. Like I say, this was the Alamo, and if history could be rewritten, we actually would have won it. Or we did win it, so Alamo stood. But finally, 40 was able to come down here and get some type of expansion going. Looks like he actually might have just lifted off his base and did that. This player did nothing for the team except for a little bit of early game pressure, and then basically sucked for the rest of the match. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you that was some entertainment value there. You saw me completely smash 3 armies for the most part by myself. I had some help, I will say, by 40. He did help with his contain. But if you're a Terran player, just contain. You've got to realize that there's going to be 3 armies right here. And against your 1 army, there's almost no way you'll be able to do that. So keep pushing out with those Marines. He got fungal growth, unfortunately, and then Baneling attacked. So didn't work out too well. So just having 4 or 5 tanks back here, maybe more than that, and containing them so they couldn't push out, probably would have worked a little better. But regardless, we did win. I'm happy about that, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and look forward to the next one.